What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jay from Jay's Life Out Loud, a channel about nothing, but it's about something. So I'm down in my studio, Man Cave Studio, and I'm trying to come up with some lyrics for this song. I haven't been down here in a while, and with this, what is it? Pro Tools, I pay $34 a month, and I haven't been down here and I don't know how long, so I decided to come down here and just play around, see if I can come up with some things. And listen to this beat right here. That's what I'm on today. So I write poetry, and my cousin Mike was telling me, was like, if you write poetry, you can write music. But a lot of times, it don't go that way. I'm gonna let y'all turn this up a little bit. But other than that, I just wanted to come on here, and I know that a lot of people are having a hard time in life, a lot of things going on. Even when you're sitting back and you're relaxing, you're like, how does stuff still come to me? You still got the bills coming, you got maybe issues at work or whatever the case may be. And life is not always easy. But I want to tell you this, you gonna make it. You are one of a kind. God made you in His image. There are things in you that you don't even know that are there. And a lot of times we just have to fight through our fears and make it to the other side. I also know that everybody has a purpose. As long as you're still alive and you waking up, you got a purpose. As long as you're still waking up and you're alive, you are blessed. And I just want to encourage you today to kind of step out of that funk if you're in that funk. You know what I mean? Like you're not really feeling life right now. You're having a hard time. I've been there. I know. And this may sound cliche, but today is not your tomorrow. Tomorrow could be your turnaround. And you can only control what you can control. And I heard a guy, he was talking about, like, if we sit around and we worry, or sit around and you're constantly thinking about what did I do wrong in my past? What did I, if I wouldn't have did this and this and that. And I can say hindsight is 20/20. But if we worried about the past and we worried about the future, we worried about the past, we have guilt and anger for the things that have been done to us, people that we thought loved us and, may have left us or whatever the case may be, or done us wrong, left us in a relationship, borrowed money and didn't pay it back, or things that you did that you set bad things in motion, or things that you did way back that you're still paying for. But if we continue to think about the past, it only brings up old emotions. And those old emotions will come up and they'll feel like it just happened. If we continue to worry about what tomorrow holds, we will become, you get anxiety. You start to, tighten up. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I heard this, and they said they was closing the job, and they said this was gonna happen, and I don't know if we're gonna have a job next week. And if we worrying about the past and worrying about the future, we're not living in the moment. In that moment, we have to count our blessings and say, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord, for what you give me. Or whatever identity that you pray to, or whatever you believe, but you have to embrace your blessings, the things that are good in your life. If it's not your children, your parents, if it's not being able to jump in your car and make it here to there, if it's not nothing but, in a fat man's case, a good cheeseburger, a good steak, or whatever it may be, whatever your favorite is. Live in the moment and stop being so hard on yourself. You got enough things around you being hard on you. Life can be hard on you for some of us. Things happen. We have your ups and your downs, and this person coming at you with this negativity and negativity coming from this way. Problems are going to occur, and that's life. But it's how you handle it. Are you going to let it get you down, or are you going to let it push you into a slump? And I'm telling you, don't let it always be that. Sometimes hold your head up and be ready to fight. And I'm not saying physically hurt nobody or run up on nobody, but what I'm saying, fight for your happiness. Your happiness and your mindset, keeping your mind clear and focused. It may take you to get rid of some people. It may take you to stop going certain places. It may take you to cut off certain foods. It may take you to stop drinking pop. It may take you to stop listening to certain type of music. Stop watching certain types of videos. Stay off social media for a while. Go to the gym. Because mentally, when you start to get to the point where you can't take it anymore, and you feel like you tipping over the edge, or you want to commit suicide, or you want to do something to yourself, or if you're just not happy on a daily, you have to start eliminating things. It's no different than going into a cluttered room. When you go into your room and your room is messy, the sheets is off the bed, the pillows on the floor, it's old coffee cups in the room, it's a plate that you didn't put back or you didn't clean, and or it's bag of clothes on the floor. You get a different type of sleep versus when you come in that room and it's clean. The bed is made. It's a fresh smell in there because you mop the floor, you vacuum the carpet, and you put that down, that little favorite carpet freshener that you like, and you vacuum, and that smell hit the room, and you're like, ooh, it smells good in here. It's how life is. Life can be a messy room or a clean room. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to have issues, but what I'm telling you is, if you clean up the messes that you can, because that goes back to controlling what you can control. Clean up the messes. Clean up whatever mess is going on in your life. You may have a coworker that comes around and tells you all the bad news all the time. You may have a coworker that likes to gossip. Somebody that's negative. Oh, life is, I come to work sometimes. I got to be there at 6. And a lot of times I'm not in a good mood in the morning. It's not that I'm not in a good mood, but I'm at peace where I don't want to be bothered. I want to stay in that peace. Sometimes, I'll pray before I go in, or I've been praying in the car. I've been listening to my music. I get to work early. I take a little nap. So when I go in there, let me be. So some of y'all are having the same instance at work with family members. And sometimes you have to tell people, don't bring me no bad news. Please, don't bring me no bad news. I don't need no negativity. Some people you work with, you have to listen to them. Maybe your job doesn't let you wear earphones or whatever the case may be, but you have to listen to it. You have to find ways to block that person out. You may have a neighbor that's next to you, and every time you're on your yard, here they come, and they got negativity with them. Sometimes you might have to avoid that person or just let them know. Because I know a lot of us, we don't like confrontation. So we don't want to tell nobody just flat out like, I don't want to hear it. But there's ways around it. You'd be like, hold on, wait a minute. I'll be right back. Or whatever the case may be. Some of us have different food intakes. You may be a pop drinker. And you wonder why you can't go to sleep and get a good night's sleep, but you're drinking pop right before you go to bed, and you wonder, why do I stay up? It may be time to cut that pop out so you can get that sleep. So when you get up in the morning, you feel better. You're more aware. You just, it's just like an ease to it. Life is like a room. You can leave it messy and live in it, or you can clean it up. And when it starts to get messy, you clean it up again. But it's better to go in a clean room and lay down, or just walking in your room and it's clean. There's no worries there. In life, if you watch negative show after negative show after negative show, what do you think you're going to get? If you listen to negative music all the time, you have to watch what comes into your ears and what your eyes see and what comes out of your mouth, because out of the mouth is life. It's what you speak into your life. If you're one of those people that say, if it ain't one thing, it's another. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. You speaking it into your life. You're speaking it. Or are you one of those people that blame everything on everybody else? That means that you're not taking responsibility for what you've done. If you don't take responsibility for what you've done, what you will do, you will repeat it. And you'll wonder, why am I still in this rut? Why am I still in the same situation? I can tell you, baby, because I know. I'm telling you because even if it comes to your money, sometimes you have to stop treating yourself so you can treat yourself. And what I mean by that, sometimes your financial problems are because you never stop to save and be responsible for your bills. So later on, you'll have a savings where you'll feel better that you have a buffer in the bank or under the mattress or whatever it is. So that worry that's on your mind about that money will go away. You won't wonder, do I have enough for this trip if you already saved for the trip? So when you're down to that last 20 in your bank account, and you go past Arby's, McDonald's, or whatever, and you like, well, I'm going to order off the dollar menu because, or you like, it's Friday, pay my bill, so I'm just going. Sometimes we have to sacrifice with a bologna sandwich. Sometimes we got to sacrifice for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sometimes we got to be satisfied with that leftover, because in order to get ahead, you're going to have to put a cushion away. So there's all different ways to start to relieve some of the stress that's on you, because you are beautiful and wonderfully made. You have so much in you. A lot of times people will tell you what's in you and you won't believe them because you can't even see it yourself. But they telling you for a fact, I see it in you. I see the light on you. I see the gift that's in you. But you holding back because you don't believe. You don't have the faith. You afraid. You are scared. You scared to run head on into it. But I'm telling you, you can hold it. If God ain't left you yet, what makes you think he's going to do it now? You think he's going to do it because he sees you doing what he asked you to do in the first place? A lot of people that come to you with the negativity. If you got a person that come to you every day, there's something wrong with them. Hey, I met this one guy. Now I met this other guy. You like, well, damn, last week you was just dating Harold. Now you dating Philip. But you listen. You're trying to be a friend. When you really want to tell them, sit your hot ass down. Sit down, close your legs, and be still. Because a lot of times in life, what God is trying to tell you when you're going through these things is sit down. Be still. Stop moving. You're going through all this hell and high water. But you're still going here and there and here and there and here and there. And you're being around these people that don't care about you, don't really care about your well-being, but you're good to hang with because you're going to pay for the drinks, or you're good to hang with because you're going to make them laugh, or you're good to hang with for whatever reason because you always bring life to the party. Bro, you preaching with weed in the back.